this is Naim Hussain again in front of you, and today I'll be talking about IELTS speaking test. So, first of all, we should know what is IELTS and what is IELTS speaking test. So, let's get started. IELTS, that means International English Language Testing System, and it's one kind of international exam, and speaking is one kind of part of IELTS exam. So there is full part in IELTS exam: listening, speaking, reading and writing. But basically today I'll be talking about only speaking test. So how can we get a good mark in IELTS speaking test? Basically I'll be give you some tips in this topic. So first of all we have to know, so how much part have in IELTS speaking test? IELTS speaking has 3 parts. First part, natural. Part number 2 is quicker part, and the part number 3 is complex. So part number 1 is very natural. Then the teacher asks you very normal question about yourself, about your family, what you like most, this kind of question. And the part number 2 is a quicker part. They will give you a topics and you have to speak 2 minutes on this topic. And the part number 3 is a very complex and sophisticated. So I'll be talking about this speaking test. How can we get a good mark? So I'll give you some tips. That's been top 10 tips. How can we get a good mark in IELTS exam, in speaking test? First point is that we can see in here, be formal. So we should remember it's one kind of international exam, and speaking test is one kind of interview. So whenever we are facing any kind of interview, we have to be formal. So it will be better for carrying a very good mark. So whenever we face any kind of job interview or any other interview, we wear very formal dress. So it's one kind of interview. That's why we should wear very formal dress. Then the tips number 2, give a full answer. That means whenever we are talking about any kind of topics or the examiner asks us any kind of question, we have to give the appropriate and full answer. So otherwise it's quite impossible for getting a good mark in IELTS speaking test. Such as when an examiner asks you, so what are you doing right now? Suppose you are a student, so you just say student, or you are a job holder, I'm the job holder. So this is not the appropriate answer. The appropriate answer will be yes, I'm the student and I'm studying in class 12. So my college name is like this way. Okay, so that's mean appropriate answer. Then if you are a service holder, then you have to say yes, I'm a service holder, and I'm doing my part-time or full-time job in there. So like this way, not student or not service holder. Don't try to short. So try to give a full answer. So then tips number 3, speak clearly. That means you have to speak clear. Such as when an examiner asks you, so where are you from? You will say Hyderabad, suppose. Then the examiner say Hyderabad, where is it? So then you have to say Hyderabad, this is the place, and this is it's situated is the southeast part of India. So there's the clear and appropriate answer. You have to give the all kind of answer like this way and very clearly. So this is appropriate answer. So then speak up. That means you have to speak. So whenever before I just say that IELTS speaking has 3 parts. The 2 number part is quicker part. That means the topic part. So when the examiner give you a topics, then you have to speak. So that means that time he or she will say here is your cue card and you have to speak 2 minutes. So then you have to speak up. So don't stop before 2 minutes, or don't stop when the examiner say, so before you don't try to stop. So when the examiner said you should stop now, then you will stop. So otherwise you just carry on your speech. That means you have to speak up. So then the tips number 5, keep a steady pace. That means don't try to speak very slow or don't try to speak very faster. So that means you need a situation. That means you have to carry on your speech. It's very normal way. Don't try to very slow or don't try to so high. So that means you have to go very ordinary way. Okay. So then the part number tips number 6, stay on topic. That means so whenever I'm talking any kind of topic, I have to stay in my own topic. If I cross my topic and if I talk about another topic, then I can't get a good mark. Suppose examiner ask you a question, so who is your favorite player? Such as I'm just say my favorite player is Mashrafi bin Murtaza, and he's played very well. That's why I like him. That's why he's my favorite player. So I just give like this way. But when he ask you who is your favorite player, I say just my favorite player is Mashrafi bin Murtaza. He's very well, and his house is Norail, and his family background is very well. Every family member they're very well. So not like this way. That means you have to stay on topic. My topics was what was my favorite player, not about his family. That means I just cross my topic. Okay, that means we have to stay in topic. So then don't memorize answer exactly. So IELTS is a one kind of exam. There is no common, because you don't know what will be the question and what type of question waiting for you. So that's why I don't know. So if we memorize all kind of answer, and then it won't be common, because there is no common in IELTS exam. And if I memorize any kind of answer, so whenever I face my interview, it won't be common, and then I just mix up it, and it will be a very sophisticated situation for us. So that's why don't try to memorize any answer. So what will be the situation and what will be the question? So on the behalf of, you have to give the answer. Okay. So then understand the question. This is a very important thing. So first of all, we have to understand the question, then we have to give the answer. So otherwise it's quite impossible for get a good mark in IELTS speaking test. Such as whenever any examiner asks me any type of question, suppose I can't understand the question. So if I give the answer, then obviously it will be wrong, because I can't understand the question. Then how could I give the appropriate answer? So understand the question is very important. So first of all, I have to understand what the examiner asks me. So then I have to give the answer. So don't try to give any wrong answer. If you don't understand, then you can say, sorry sir, I can't understand. Would you mind please repeating the matter? You have to use this kind of manner if you can't understand. So otherwise, don't try to give any wrong answer. Then your mark will be decreased. Then that means it will be declined. So the tips number 9, avoid nervous. Obviously, whenever we face any kind of interview, if we feel nervous or if we shake our body or you tremble with fear, that's the interview will be not good. So whenever we say anything within confidence, then obviously this result will be very good. So whenever we face this interview, so don't try to be nervous. So we have to avoid the nervous. So then it's quite good. Then it will be carry a good mark. So this is the last tips for IELTS speaking test. Rely on your confidence. That means believe in your confidence. You have to be confident in IELTS speaking test, because so only for your confidence it will be carrying a good mark. So otherwise it's quite impossible, because if you have the confidence, yes, I will get a good mark in IELTS speaking test, then obviously, and if you have the confidence, then you can carry this mark, and you have to speak like this way if you have the confidence. So but if you don't feel the confidence, then you can't get this mark. So this is the thing. It was the main thing for getting any kind of speaking tips. So that's mean IELTS speaking tips. If you follow these 10 tips, I think it will be carry a very good mark. So if you need any kind of information about these topics, then you can contact with us. Or last of all, I want to say, if you like this video, then try to share with any other friends, or subscribe our YouTube channel. So finally, if you need any kind of information about our institute, then you can join with us, or you can contact with us www.talenthut.com. Goodbye everyone, and again we will meet any kind of day and another new topics. Goodbye.